First grade students in Norfolk Public Schools are learning in a whole new way this school year. Instead of having the traditional science, English, or math block, all their subject areas are now integrated.
We have learning experiences 1, 2, and 3 throughout the day, and the first experience could be social studies with a focus on writing, or it could be math with a focus on a reading story. So that's how it's really different from what we've done in the past.
It's just brought more energy into the classroom, being that we're kind of changing the way we do things completely has made it fun, and integrating everything doesn't seem like you're going, okay, now we're doing math, now we're doing science, now we're doing social studies. We integrate it, and the kids love it because it's so hands-on.
Students are being provided an opportunity to learn with meaningful learning experiences that are connected to real-life situations. Additionally, that means that the engagement in the classroom is high. The support from central office has just been paramount to the success of the program. All of those things make for a win-win situation for our students and our staff members.
I like how hands-on everything is. I like that it's really succinct with the way, we give them the information, but then they get to work with it, whether it's hands-on, writing, and it gives me time to circulate and work with the kids individually to strengthen their own skills.
The students see the whole picture instead of dividing everything up. They can see how science has to do with social studies and how, you can bring gardens into reading, and just letting them see that there's a big picture. Everything's not divided up. Everything is together, and they see it, I think, in a better view.
School counselors across the district were recognized for their outstanding efforts during National School Counseling Week in February. Whether they're relatively new to counseling or seasoned veterans, our school counselors are committed to ensuring that their students get the very best educational experience.
As an elementary school counselor, we work on academics with the students. We also work on their social and emotional skills. And then we also discuss careers and careers of the future with our students. Well, I originally worked in the high schools, but you really feel like elementary has a lot of foundation. And, if we can start the kids thinking positive, being kind to each other, learning how to work out their differences, that's going to make a big difference when they do get to middle and high school. So a lot of times kids just need positivity and encouragement, and I think that's what counselors do quite a bit, because they, once they feel good about themselves, then they're open to learning. Like, you missed yesterday, but today's going to be a good day.
That's my second year being a school counselor here at Northside, and I wanted to become a school counselor. I always had a passion for helping people, and so I thought of ways that I could do that. And a school counselor was kind of like, oh, you get to do it every day, and so it was a no-brainer for me. Well, I would say the primary function is to assist the students, school personnel, and parents with educational, personal, and social goals, all the while ensuring that we're able to help them successfully succeed. What I love most about my job is the opportunity I have to impact so many students in various ways. Just meeting them and helping them with their issues, empowering them and helping them solve their own problems, and pushing through is a fulfilling feeling for me. And so that's what I love most about it, just seeing those students push through adversity and be able to come out on top.
I am here to advocate for students. I'm here to help students with their personal issues, their social issues or concerns, help them with their academics, to make sure that they are passing. The goal for me, for my students, is that every one of them graduates. I can't even say what I typically do every day because it varies. It's like always changing. I just have to be available. That is my typical day, just being available. I love building my relationships with my students, with my team. I have an amazing team, and with teachers. That is what I'm working on, building more relationships with teachers, but I love the fact that I build these connections, relationships with my students.
Students at Taylor Elementary partnered with the United Way and the African American Leadership Society to make Valentines for senior citizens at local assisted living communities. After hearing a story about working together to help a community via Zoom, students got a quick lesson on making Valentines.
I was really thankful because not many people do those things these days, but I liked how she stepped up and came to read to us.
These Valentines will be delivered to the communities, and in return, the seniors will send Valentines to the students. For many of these students, this is the beginning of learning how to actively give back to others in their community.
It's the first basis of teaching them philanthropy, giving back. So it's really good to start with kids really young, to do an activity, to really encourage them to give back to people in their neighborhood. And it's just a way of showing them how to spread kindness through love with one simple act.
They need to learn more about their community and see how little acts of kindness can help and how they can start to be involved even at a young age and be able to bring a smile to somebody else and learn that it's not always about us, but it needs to be about everybody and that we're better together.
My Valentine isn't completely done. I still have to color it. I made the owl. I feel very great that I can help people just like they help people.
Learn that to care for other people and make them happy, because they might get pretty lonely because their family can't visit them all the time. It makes me feel good because we're making cards for other people and it'll make them happy.
I hope that as our students are growing to be lifelong learners, they also want to continue in community service throughout the rest of their lives. It's an important factor as human beings to reach out to one another.
The first Wednesday in February is National Signing Day around the country. And NPS had a couple of schools with ceremonies of their own. At Booker T. Washington, 2 football players signed to play at the next level, while at Maury, 11 student athletes signed. 8 from the football team, 1 who will participate in women's crew, and 2 members from the girls' volleyball team.
I'm excited. It's been a long process over the last 4 years, and just especially this past year with the whole COVID process and recruiting has been completely messed up. So it's very nice and relieving for having the senior year to be halfway over and everything done.
2 of our signees had smooth transitions to their new schools this year.
It was a lot. From a different school, I immediately felt like home. From the first day I was here, I immediately felt like home. Students made me feel like home, teachers, coaching staff, it felt great.
Coming here to Maury, Coach McCain helped me set up great with my classes and everything. The teachers here have been phenomenal, helping me with extra work when I want to turn in extra assignments and everything. Just overall, this school here is just amazing.
As our student athletes continue to move on to the next phase, here's some words of advice for the next group.
Just work hard and, work through adversity, When people hate on you, you just stay humble. When people hyping you up, just stay humble, just stay humble and just work hard. The results gonna show at the end of the day.